roaches?
Don't worry. We're sending them to a motel.
To a motel?
Right. The Black Flag Roach Motel.
Black Flag Roach Motel traps. Kill roaches without poison, unpleasant odor, or mess. Look, bait inside attracts roaches and water bugs. They get stuck and die. Traps full, throw it away.
Black Flag Roach Motel. Roaches check in, but they don't check out.
Kill roaches without poison, unpleasant odor, or mess.
Bed bugs! Bed bugs! Del Vito sleep today! Bed bugs! Bed bugs! Something crazy game to play!
Bed Bugs is the frantic new catch and capture game where you pick a color and then scramble to get the most bugs.
Bed bugs! Bed bugs!
Batteries not included.
Don't let them get away! Bed bugs! Bed bugs! It's a wacky game to play! Bed bugs! Bed bugs! Del Vito sleep today! Bed bugs! Bed bugs! Don't get carried away!
Bed Bugs from Milton Bradley. It'll drive you buggy.
First of all, everybody wins when you play in bed bugs. I got to tell you that. And yeah, how are you, man?
I'm great. How about yourself, brother?
I don't know. Something is bugging me. I don't know what it is.
Oh, you know, those little critters can really get under your skin.
They really can. I guess it's time for an audit. Hey, everybody, it's time for Friday Night Audit. I, of course, am Swimming G, and I got C Beach right over there. How you doing, bro?
Hey, it's all good. You know, it's time for truth or consequences. So here we go.
I got to tell you, this is not what I expected Mexico to look like when I said I was going to be doing this show from Mexico. Somehow I checked into the Houseman Resort Pool Club and Smokehouse, and I can't check out. So we did not go to Mexico, Craig.
I'm hearing a variation of a very famous Eagles song right now in my head.
Which one is that? Life in the Fast Lane.
Nah, I'm gonna call it the Hotel Houseman.
Yeah, hold on. I got an emergency alert on my phone. This one's oh my God. A storm surge warning is in effect for the area for the next 36 hours. Oh, goodness gracious.
That's not good.
It was 3 pages of storm alert information. So glad they sent it. I'm going to regret skipping through it to turn off the buzzer. What do you
There you go. Well, it doesn't look like you've got stormy weather at the Hotel Houseman right now.
No, we do not over here at the Houseman Resort Pool Club and Smokehouse. It is calm. It is collected. But I got to tell you, something is once again bugging me. I don't know what it is. Oh, I know what it is. We haven't brought in our guest for the day.
We haven't.
Oh, you know what else? Oh, my God, Craig, before we bring in our guest, I know people are tuning in because they're so excited. We've been teasing this package for weeks.
Yes, we have.
It's going to get opened right here, live on air. All right.
That's a first. It's the Houseman unboxing.
I've never unboxed anything publicly before. I usually I take whatever it is, go into a walk-in closet, do it privately. So this is going to be a big moment for me. So, Craig, tell us a little about who we got on the show. Let's bring him in.
We've got the one, the only, Mike MacManus, Mr. Bug Guy, Mr. Bed Bug Guy, from Freedom.
Well, he has been home a lot. I don't know if he's quite freedom agoraphobic, but from Freedom
Organicides.
There we go.
That was one of the greatest, the one and only Freedom Origami.
Yeah. You can tell I'm already on number 2. So,
Mike, we're very strong believers, and you could do whatever you like with your paper. Put it into any shape you like. Make it one of those trains. Make it one of those little games we used to play in 6th grade. Whatever you want to do with it.
Oh man,
little,
Well, we are in Northern California, so yeah. Thank you so much for having me on, gentlemen. I'm very grateful, and it's an honor to be on. And more importantly.
Honestly, Mike, don't thank me. Yeah. Greg said you were going to come on. I'm like, I do not want this guy on the show.
I know.
It's not an honor. It's a curse.
It is. Well, here's why my ego's big now, because Craig and I spoke a few weeks ago and said, Mike, we're going to have to bump you because Glenn's going to Fish.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
The concert. And you thought I would be upset. Are you kidding me? I got bumped for fish? Come on.
I wish I had those boys on the show instead, but I did have my friends on the show last week, and if you all missed last week, it was so cool because we got to broadcast the show from the Showboat Atlantic City, right from this cool boxing ring that they had, and we were totally pre-gaming. And I got to tell you, what a great thing to know that I had those 3 concerts to go to right after that. And what a letdown it is now to be back here in my backyard talking to you guys.
Oh, thank you so much. If there's one person I'd like to let down today, Glenn, it's you.
Hey, ITs, it's great to have you on the show so I could, we could make fun of you, which is always a good sign of love over here. Thanks for all your support after all of this time. But I got to tell you, the concerts were great. It was so much fun, but it wasn't just the fun for me and my friends, but there were over 40,000 people each night on this Atlantic City beach, all under the beautiful weather. And it was such a great party atmosphere. And it was just so nice and peaceful. And it just made the last year and a half kind of melt away. And it was a very cathartic experience, I think, for everyone.
And I was there. So
You're the one friend.
I got to go see it too, which made it so much better for everybody involved. But honestly, it was an absolute blast. For someone who doesn't really know the band Fish, I've certainly never been to a concert by the band Fish. The vibe there, the energy there was so, and I told Glenn this the day after, was so cool, so awesome. It was a really cool experience to be part of. And you can see my hat's a little bit crazy because I have my hair done at work. I don't want to be riding the train home like a crazy person, but
it's pretty fancy. Honestly, last Friday night show was more like a 5 or a 6, so I'm glad you liked it at that. Saturday and Sunday the shows were more like 8s, and it was so nice. It was so great. Oh my God, we had
so Glenn brought me to the bad show. Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know how to wear a hat.
No, I don't know, but my hair's. I can't wear a hat and I get hat hair on the.
How do you wear a hat like that?
It's for the hairstyle.
It's like way up. It's your hairstyle. Oh, you have hair.
Now the hat's going to be covered with gel on the inside.
Yeah,
right.
It's looking nice and fresh. Look, it's already messed up. Look at this.
Please stop doing that.
Happy Friday, Mary. Great to see you.
Hi, Mary.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And happy Friday, boys.
Hey, there's Amy.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers,
So,
cheers.
wait, got to make this.
Glenn didn't play the video.
We got to make this official.
Okay, sorry.
God, I got in just under the wire. I do want to thank Dave for calling me out on that, though, because I did beat him, so I'm going to be able to gloat about that now for the next week until I forget. Next week, Mike, you chose beer. What's going on with you? Why'd you choose beer? What's up with the beer?
I chose beer for a number of reasons because number one, beer is great. And after watching so many of your shows and all the mixologists, and I appreciate it, I'm tired of you guys like breaking your technology and spilling stuff. So I'll show you how to mix a beer. You take it, you open it, and you do this.
Wow.
That, my friends, is how you do it.
And in honor of, since we have West Coast and East Coast here, I'm at a fantastic place called Hop Gardens in Sacramento. It's in a borough of Sacramento called Curtis Park. Mm-hmm. They've been around about 4 years, and they have the #1 draft list in the country. These guys are beer geeks, and they go after just really tough to find beer and great beer that's highly rated.
Right.
And they also have a wood fire pizza oven. It's not as good as New York pizza, but it's really, really close. It's excellent. Family run, and families come out here, and they have a patio that sits probably 85 people. And they're one of the only restaurants that stayed open the entire time during COVID.
Wow.
And they kept half the city fed. It's just a great team. They do a lot for local charities too.
Nice.
Awesome.
Mike.
And so my first beer is from Threes Brewing in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
That's for you guys.
Thank you for keeping it.
As Glenn cheers from his suburban Long Island home. Good job, Glenn.
With my German beer.
That's the closest to New York I could get with Brooklyn.
I'm gonna put a controversial statement out there. Glenn, I'm gonna see if you agree. Now, Mike, you lived out here at some point? Yes or no?
In New York?
Yeah.
No.
No, you never. Okay.
I grew up in Detroit.
Okay. So, unpopular opinion. Whenever you ask someone this, they actually end up agreeing for you, right? New York City is known as having some of the best pizza in the world, correct? We all agree with that?
Oh yeah.
Glenn, I'm not sure about the Long Island pizza, Glenn, but I will argue I can find. No, I'm serious. I don't eat pizza out there, so I'm not even saying that sarcastically. I really don't know. But I will argue that I can find more top quality pizza shops in Westchester, North Jersey, and Long Island than in the city itself.
Very possible. There's a lot more. There's a lot more Italians, I think, in the outer burbs than in the city these days.
And that could be it. But I mean, I can really think of. I mean, obviously New York City has some really good pizza, but I don't think it's that much better than a lot of the places in Jersey, New York, and Westchester. I think I can find some more consistent ones.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, I can assure you guys both on the East Coast one thing. We have the shittiest bagels in the country.
Do we have to go back to this conversation?
Yes.
Haven't we been there enough, Craig? It's no vacancy. It's caused weeks and weeks of this show.
You can't go there often enough.
So
Let me tell you.
I literally went to LA to have this conversation on no vacancy. Can't we put it to bed, please?
That's why I went to LA. Our bagels were better. But Mike, you mentioned the beer draft, and I can't help but wonder what it was like. And what happened to the owners of that place? They went to the beer draft, and there's we choose Blue Moon.
Yeah. Well,
and then the Blue Moon Brewers come out. Yeah, we're gonna get represented at the top house.
Yeah, so it's really funny how they got involved. He just loves good beer, and he found out an app, I think it's called Untapped, and he's like, well, this is the hardest beer to get. I'll just go there. So he's like, he would fly out to that brewery, sit there, drink beer, and say, hey, can I buy some and take them back? And they're like, sure. And he just built relationships, and all of a sudden he's like, I'm getting very rare beer showing up at my place, and now it's like a challenge for him. He's like, is that a hard beer to get? Okay, I'm gonna go get it.
Right.
And
nice.
and that's about it. So we joke with him all the time. At first, it's like, you have no idea what you're doing, do you? And he's like, no, but I'm having fun.
That's awesome.
And I go, okay, yeah. And I think that's a key.
Listen, my career is an example of you can build a career out of not knowing what you're doing.
So sounds like no vacancy right there.
Glenn and I have both built careers out of just having fun. So
yeah,
absolutely.
That's for sure. Dave, you're too cool for a name. We got to call you my name Dave from now on.
Could not agree more with that, Amy. I appreciate the recognition. Cool recognized.
Amy,
no
you're
cool.
gonna give him an ego. Don't do that.
And I'm the only one to put my you changed it. McBeer, perfect.
Like
And thank you. I did not.
I'm
thank you.
Mike. I got your back, bro.
I appreciate it, because if I get called Bugman one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. Nobody will talk to me at conferences.
Does that bug you?
Oh.
Come on, give me a sound effect.
It's itching. I'm itching.
Oh my goodness! I just realized I'm broadcasting on my no vacancy LinkedIn page, not my regular LinkedIn page. I hope that's not pissing people off over there. Let me see.
Well, you know what? You ought to change Dave's name to D Beer instead of I have no cool name today.
I have no cool name. I don't know. I kind of like I have no cool name today.
D Beer.
It's a pretty cool name to have a no cool name today, I feel.
Dude, I love it. So 4 years ago today, Craig, a video popped up on Facebook. I was in the Dead Sea 4 years ago, doing one of those videos where I'm in the Dead Sea and you float there a little bit. That was
nice. That was
real stingy water, though. I will tell you that.
I remember your whole trip. I couldn't get enough of your postings on that, because that whole part of the world just fascinates me.
Yep.
And you guys were having so much fun. And, it was just on the outside looking in, it was just a great family vacation.
Right.
Oh, cool. Now, with the Dead Sea, was it kind of like how Salt Lake City's, the Great Salt Lake is just the smelliest place on earth?
Yes, it pretty much is.
Salt Sea?
What is also the Great Salt Lake? I never heard of this.
In Utah, right?
Yeah, it says Utah. It's the Great Salt Lake. It's the largest saltwater lake in the Western Hemisphere and the 8th largest terminal lake in the world. Lies in northern Utah, and has a lot of snow.
Glad one of us knows how to use Google.
All right. I want to thank Yes, Amy, thank you. I just figured all that out. I put up a post on my no vacancy page with the link to the show. Hopefully that'll work. Sorry, I screwed that up, but I'll rerun this later.
We
Hey,
need her
Glenn.
watching.
Yeah.
You've got a package to open, don't you?
Oh my God! And dude, I should have put together a special.
Wait, we're gonna blow the surprise 15 minutes into the show. We can't.
Hey, yeah.
Right.
We gotta keep people
We gotta
tuned
do an
in.
unboxing.
Oh yeah,
Well, all right.
What? Yeah.
I know we've been building this up for weeks. Everybody's
Since we're gonna-
dying to know.
Since we're gonna blow the real surprise, there's gonna be a major surprise at the end of the show as
Yes.
well. You guys
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
stick around for.
Now, that is absolutely right.
Yeah.
So, guys,
Before you start that, Glenn,
Yeah.
let's put a PSA out there so that everybody notes this in their calendars. This is the very first unboxing on the No Vacancy News
Ooh,
media platforms.
I got to write that down. Hang on.
I think you need some music before you actually open that. So a little sound effect.
that's a free music.
Thank you, Stock.
That's the free ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since you showed that box, all I've been saying, I made my wife finally watch the movie Seven because I've been going, "What's in the box? What's in the box?"
Oh, before you open the box, Glenn, can I do something real quick before so that people can
This
get this
box right here.
that special box? I'm gonna do this first because it's kind of freaking. I want to get it out of the way so that people can enjoy the box we're unveiling. So as everybody knows, this week was No Vacancy Live's 500th episode.
I mean, who doesn't know that?
Yeah.
But actually, I think before the end of the show, we should play the little clip from the first ever episode, or one of the first episodes.
Oh
you guys
yeah.
did. But we'll get to that. But part of what producer Suzanne and I were doing was putting together that cat collage that we put on towards the end of the show.
Right.
And we were trying our very best to figure out
Do you
how
not laugh at how many cats I have?
to do it. So I'm going to put Mike and Craig in the back for a second because we're trying to figure. I did it on purpose. So we're trying to figure out how to put this cat picture up.
All right.
And we're messing around, and producer Suzanne puts it in a very weird spot that ended up giving us the freakiest thing for a few seconds. I want everybody to let me know if we should have done this or not. But what would you do to say cat background? So that's what we almost had for the 500th episode of No Vacancy Live.
Let me tell you what, I'm
Oh my
relieved
God.
that
Oh
we
my
did
God.
not. Please, these cats are crazy.
Hey, Glenn, speaking of cats, how many of those scratch towers, cat houses do you have in your house?
I got 2 cat towers and 5 or 6 little scratchy things, and then some things made of cardboard that they scratch and then they lie down on.
Okay, do you have
man.
like
Ridiculous.
little infrastructure program in the house connecting them all?
Listen, I've been trying to get an infrastructure deal, but I can't get my wife to freaking agree with me. I'm saying we need 3.5 trillion. She's like, no, too much. You keep asking for all that, too much money. You can build one bridge.
Who has the better furniture in the house? The Houseman family or the cats?
The cats.
So I have a question. When you get an infrastructure put in and it's one big cat structure,
Yeah.
are you gonna call it a meowton?
Oh.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
I actually have one in my office. It's like which is probably why you see the cats so often on the No Vacancy shows, because I've got this giant cat tower structure there, and they like hanging out on it, and then they just jump from there onto the.
I just would like to see one jump off and take you off screen.
Oh,
Why don't you have a
One
live cat cam going on the channel all the time?
It's a really bad idea, Craig.
So now.
So he'll do it next week.
I want to put Glenn to the
It'll be
test.
my idea.
Glenn, you got to figure out how you can get a little remote cam that you can attach to one of the cats. Just let the cat run around the house.
Oh, that would be so good. Like a point of view from the cat.
Yeah,
Cat POV.
Cat cam.
Too funny.
Yeah. I know the cats would love it if I strapped a camera on.
Yeah.
They're really cool with that kind of stuff. I mean, that's really what cats are noted for. Anyway, we got this box.
Yes.
This box has been in
All
my
right.
life, Mike McBeer, for 3 weeks now, and it has
Uh-huh.
been teasing me. This box went with me to LA. This box went with me to upstate New York. This box has gone with me to so many places, yet I have not broken the sanctity of the seal, and I have no idea what is in here, Mike. So anything
Wow.
you want to say before
Where
we
is it from?
Yes, yes. I have two things to say because that's the first time I have actually seen our logo on our boxes because we have to be very stealthy when we ship our product to hotels. We
So
can't put any
you
logo
and
on.
porn companies, you got a lot in common there, huh?
Yeah, yeah. And you traveled with this box, and it's ironic because that what's in the box, you should be using this while you travel.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Typical Glenn.
We're gonna
Good
find
thing
out.
you didn't take it to Mexico. That's all I can
That's
say.
true.
Well,
That's true.
I was actually really concerned, Mike, when I was supposed to go to Mexico. I was going to shoot a video because I didn't want to bring a sealed box with me to an international destination. You know, who knew what was going to happen? All right, so I got this box, and if I was on
Oh my
YouTube,
God, he's got a knife.
yeah, millions of
Who
people.
let?
What?
You're allowed to have a sharp
Who gave
utensil in
you
your
a
hand?
sharp instrument?
Oh, I forgot. The courts don't have. They didn't catch on about that. I mean, I got the bracelet on my ankle and all, but it doesn't have a camera in it. But just keep it quiet. All right, so open one side of this box, I guess, over here.
This is riveting TV right now.
This is amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, listen, this is amazing.
And my partner is from Scotland, so he might have shipped you something else. There might be haggis in there, as far as I know.
Oh, good.
It doesn't quite smell like.
No,
rotting
send the haggis to David so you can
All
put
right.
ketchup and cheese on it.
Well, since you said that, Craig, Michelle MacArthur said, "Any dog lovers? Are you guys all fans of cats?" I do love dogs, Michelle, but my favorite type of dog is a great hot dog with some ketchup.
Oh, and cheese, unlike white bread or something disgusting.
No, it was a ham. It was a
Weber's.
hot dog bun. Thank you very much.
All right, so here's the thing, Michelle. I'd love to have a dog. My wife would love to have a dog, but neither of us loves the idea of picking up dog poop in February. So we're not getting a dog so quick.
And I just lost mine, who was nearly 15. So I love
Oh,
dogs.
wow.
But
Yeah,
Craig, you're gonna get an adorable little puppy soon, and that's going to be really sweet.
Yeah.
You know, your McKenna was the best dog.
She
I am
was.
horribly allergic to cats, and I'm a middle child. So my older brother had a cat, my younger sister had a cat. I didn't get a dog until I got out the house.
Yeah, of course, that makes
Yeah.
sense. So everyone ignored you when you had allergy attacks. Is that
Oh, it's horrible. There was a time that I was at a pet store, and this guy, I was in 8th grade. The guy gave me a brand new black lab puppy, and I'm walking home with it about a mile. And my mom just happened to be driving to the store. She picked me up and made me give the dog back.
Oh,
Yeah. And I didn't talk to her for years, and she's got a great sense of humor. So on my wedding, the night before my wedding, she brings me to her hotel room. She goes, "I got you a present." And she got me a full-size Labrador stuffed animal. And she goes, now quit hanging this over my head.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we got this box. I've now opened it over here, and there's some paper
Hold on, Glenn. Let me go.
here. So we got to take out the paper.
There's going to be nothing in it.
And there's
That's
more.
That's probably your invoice.
$3,000.
$1 million. All right, I've got myself Freedom Bed Bug.
Boom.
Effective kills bed bugs. Excellent.
Yes. Nice.
I love that.
Yeah, you know, Mike, you did send me a whole bunch of that before, right? And I got it in my garage, dude.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do.
You know what's funny here, guys? You know, there's 4 people on this show.
Mhm.
Only one of them actually works in a hotel, and it's the one guy who didn't get any.
Yeah, it's really ironic. He's got the bed bugs. Yeah.
By
That's-
design,
that's-
David.
That's because when I call hotels and I say who I'm from, they immediately hang up.
Right.
Dave, I will get you a can. I promise. I promise.
Send it to the hotel.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what's
You
so
don't want
funny
to
is
take
when.
it on the subway, okay?
No, take it. No, you're in New York. And the best thing is it's all natural, so you can wear it. And mosquitoes just stay away. You can wear it. Mosquitoes stay away from you. They hate the stuff, and
yeah,
What, what kind of fragrance? What kind of fragrances is it coming from Versace?
Listen, single guys love it because it really attracts. It really attracts things.
Oh yeah, lemon. It smells like lemon pledge,
Glenn,
like citronella. Yeah,
put it on your wrist and then
put it on your pulse
wife that you
points.
change
On your
clothes.
pulse points.
Don't spray the
You gotta
camera.
Shake the can, but he didn't shake.
Oops.
See, don't smell bad.
How's your hand smell, Glenn?
It's an oil-based product, so it's a little. It's just like putting on. Mosquitoes hate it.
So I actually have a pretty bad mosquito problem in my backyard.
Oh, really? Mosquitoes hate it? Like
they hate it
on my legs, and it'll.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I didn't realize that. I would have been using this stuff all damn summer.
That's why do you think I sent you a can a year ago?
Because it's bed bugs. It doesn't say anything about staring mosquitoes.
Yeah, well, when we got the product made and we had it tested at Sierra Research Labs in Modesto,
right?
They tested it for bed bugs, and it cost us a lot of money. And then the lab tech.
This is exactly what we want to see on the show, Glenn.
Yeah.
Well,
at least we know he doesn't shave his legs.
Okay? In case our viewership wasn't good enough before, it's going to skyrocket now.
All right. I've got solution everywhere now. All right, so the computer now smells like lemon pledge.
Montgomery with nice vibe.
Thanks, Amy.
All right, so from one crisis to another, I'm out of beer. I'll be right back, gents.
Okay. Oh, important question, Mike McBeer. What is the SPF of the bedbug killer?
Oh,
0.
We're working on that. It's an oil-based product, so you will get a little. It's like putting suntan oil on. It's not gonna. We've had so many people ask us if we can add SPF to it, and it's funny because okay, I guess we'll try it. But every time we call the lab for our reports, they tell us another bug that it kills. And so we found out originally for bed bugs, but then it says it also kills fleas. So we had to test it for fleas. It also kills and repels mosquitoes. And we now are having in the Sierra Research Labs and the University of Arizona are studying the effects on head lice. So it also kills head lice. But we just can't officially say that because we're waiting on the report to come back.
Right.
Oh, I wish we had that when my kids were kids. This sounds like the perfect thing that I could have used like 10 years ago, man. Because my kids must have had lice like 3 or 4 times. And we had a bed bug situation repeatedly. And the strange thing was I was traveling all over the world, never once got bed bugs. But the dudes upstairs, they had bed bugs. They came through the walls and they kept infecting our apartment. And it was a nightmare.
My God.
One time I was out of town on a trip for 6 days. And my poor wife had to deal with bed bugs and lice in the kid's hair simultaneously.
Oh my God.
Hell.
You're lucky you're married.
Oh yeah. I actually just planned like 2 other trips back to back after that. I was scared to come home.
Right.
Smart man.
Well, yeah, because that's what what I appreciate about your guys, all your shows so much is that we're brand new into hospitality. I didn't know anybody in the hotel world. And so I've really got an opportunity to learn from you guys. And my favorite thing was when we were first starting with our company, we're just locally here in Sacramento. I didn't know I would go into hotels and say bed bugs at the front desk. And I would
say those words.
Yeah.
No, I learned really quickly. I got escorted out by security at a hotel once. And the funny part was I get kicked out and I walk into my car. I'm like, well, I guess I'll go to another hotel. And all of a sudden down the street, I see this guy in a suit running. He's like, excuse me. I said, yeah. And it was the GM of the hotel. He's like, I'm really sorry about that. He's like, what do you got?
Yeah.
And I go,
it's like a guy on the street. Give me some of the stuff. Give me the good stuff.
Yeah. So, and now he's a customer of ours. And it's like, come through the back door. Don't put your logo on there and stop wearing your merch. And I'm like, okay.
That's dude, I can totally picture you like hanging out in a trench coat or something like that. And you open it up and it's like, hey, I got this.
So for the viewers out there, Mike brings up a good point that it is taboo. And you haven't noticed, I haven't even said those words in this show because it's just ingrained in me not to. But
well, you're in a hotel.
You're in a hotel.
That's it. A very clean hotel at that.
It is. I was just there last week. I could vouch for it. The only mess I saw was the one I created.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So
Are they still cleaning the room?
for all the
I was only in the room for an hour. And the answer is yes, they are still working on it.
it's been out of order.
Thank you for being honest.
But for all the viewers out there that have worked in hotels or have worked in some semblance of being within a hotel, what are some of the creative ways that you guys have heard those bugs referred to? So I know some of the ones we've used the typical BBs.
Yeah.
One hotel, we actually called them barbecue. Everyone knew if we were having a barbecue on the third floor, then we knew what was going on.
Nice.
So what are some, if anybody out there that's listening, what are some of the pseudonyms, the code names that you guys have used to describe the unpleasantness of the BBs?
You're asking the viewers?
Well, I'm asking everybody. If you have something, Mike, you can say.
I've got plenty.
How about
List them off. Go ahead, Mr. McBeer. List them off.
I'll save my best one for last because this one just came up. But BBs, yeah, that was the first one. A hot room. That's a hot room.
Right.
Gummy bears. Gummy bears was one of my favorites.
I heard that about gummy bears a lot at the fish show. Different,
different gummy bear. Different gummy bear. My favorite one is glitter. We have glitter. There's glitter in that room, and I got excited. I'm like,
I know, you're like, what, strip clubs? What?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I like Brett here. Red coats.
Red coats.
So it not only fits for the hotel enemy, but also America's enemy.
Right.
Or we have an unregistered guest.
Or is very insulting to those guys that work at Delta.
Unregistered guests. Yeah. Daisies. I've heard daisies. That's kind of cute.
Colleen makes a good point here. What if it's a bad word? Because that's what she would call them. Just throwing that over the radio is fine.
I love Colleen. I usually get called a bad word, many of the bad words, Colleen, because when I'm at the front desk and I mention glitter, that daisies, BBs, anything, they go, no, just go over there and stand. The manager will be right with you.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Well, let me ask you, Mike, are you projecting when you're talking to them, or is it, well, we need to talk to you about your BBs and you're going into a really low voice?
Yeah. At first, because I'm a loud person, at first it was very loud. So that's why security was called. But now I go in very stealthy. Can we help you, sir? So my best bar joke I have now, I can get usually a general manager from a hotel to call me back, which is difficult. I can get him to call back in 10 minutes because I'll call the front desk and say, I need to speak to the general manager.
Oh, God, here we go. I know where you're going with this.
And they go, all right, what is it? Here's my name. Here's my number. And what, you want my message? Yeah, bed bugs. And I hang up. And I'll just sit there and go, oh, hi, how are you? It's not a popular way to do it, but yeah.
Effective.
Yeah, it's effective.
Okay, now I want everybody to call David's Hotel, leave your name and number, and say bed bugs, but ask for David, okay?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just, I'll get the hotel phone number right now. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to put it up on the screen.
Yeah, good idea.
949. Yeah.
Well, just forward your calls to me. I'll take care of it.
8888.
Yeah.
Isn't that Selena and Barnes or something like that?
It's 555.
I remember when they split up and they had a big fight over the phone number.
Phone, yeah.
It's
right.
Yeah, but the court said one of them could have like 4444444. So it all worked out for them.
Mr. McBeer, can you give us if you even know it, the history lesson of Senor Pizza behind you enjoying his beer? I love listening to you.
I can. Let me get out the way. So they commissioned a local artist and came in and said, we got this big wall. What should we do with it? And they just gave him carte blanche. We're about pizza and beer and having a good time here. And we're a family business. And that's what he came up with. And you can't see it. He's breaking through a wall. And on the bricks of the walls are all the logos of the beers that they've had on their taps.
Oh.
So now these
Very
beer
cool.
places they're trying to get their logo up on the wall. It's pretty cool.
That's a
And,
really cool marketing tool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so there's always people taking pictures here, and they had a contest to name the pizza, and there's a little puppy on there. You can't see it from there, but and they had like 1,000 people writing names and coming up with it. And my 10-year-old daughter won the contest, and she named him Curtis Park because it's in Curtis Park, and the dog's name is Pepperoni.
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 I love it. Pepperoni.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know.
Now, is there a name for the pizza? You know, you were saying that I don't want to call him Mr. Pizza. Does he have a name?
The location?
No, there's a pizza behind you have a name. I don't want to be like Mr. Pizza the entire time.
No, that's Kurt S. Park, the pizza.
Yeah, Kurt S.
That's
Park.
Kurt. They call him Kurt, and then there's a puppy called Pepperoni.
That's cute.
Yeah, I don't know what the beer's called.
Beer.
The beer's
Good.
called
It's called beer.
Delicious.
It's called good.
Old.
All right, hold on. Michelle says no relaxing in Mexico. No, I was supposed to be there right now, but we canceled the trip. My family was a little concerned. What if something happened? What if we got stuck over the border? It just wasn't worth the risk. So we changed our plans. We are still going to be going away, but instead of luxuriating in a Mexico resort, I'm going to be going to Six Flags America and Dorney Park next week and going on roller coasters and stuff with my family.
Well,
That's awesome.
and honestly, guys, everybody out there, now we're not going to be doing any live No Vacancy shows. We're actually going to do some pre-recorded shows that we were talking about during the 500th episode. You guys can review those episodes. But I actually secretly, you guys don't even know this, not even Craig knows this, I've already gotten a trailer for Glenn's live action vacation trip after canceling Mexico.
Oh no, I can't wait.
Listen, man, that family truckster could jump 50 yards.
50 yards. There's nothing to be proud of, Rusty.
Sound effect.
50 yards. One of my favorite movies of all time.
100%.
That and Weird Science. I loved Revenge of the Nerds so much, although there's some really good, uncomfortable material if you look back on it now.
Yeah.
There's a couple of other movies like that. I loved Better Off Dead. I loved One Crazy
Animal
Summer.
House.
What?
Oh,
Animal
keep going.
House.
Yeah,
Keep
all those
going.
movies are
Yeah.
the best. But Vacation, that stands head and shoulders above the rest. Every scene in that movie has quotable lines that I absolutely love and I can't get enough of.
Do you use them on your kids?
No, I
Okay.
do not use them on kids. Although, now that you bring it up, I probably should, because I'd
Yeah.
like to create more confusion with that.
Exactly.
Oh, of course.
Joe makes
Yeah.
a good point here, Glenn. Make sure the parks are open before you go.
I
That's
know.
right.
Well, don't worry. I've already got the Chariots of Fire theme queued up for us to.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, folks. Park's closed. Moose out front should have told you so.
We're just
Yeah.
going for a ride for 5 hours. That's it.
Listen, we're gonna have so much fun. My kids are gonna be whistling zippity doo dah out of the you know what.
Now, where in Mexico were you supposed to go?
We were supposed to go, and I would like to thank the folks over the Planet Hollywood Resort there in Mexico for offering to host me and my family for the week and do these shows with us. Unfortunately, we couldn't go. I was really psyched because we were supposed to have a swim up suite room. So I should be luxuriating like right now, in a pool right outside my my house. Wait,
You know,
I've got a pool right outside my house.
Got one right there.
just an
Yeah.
idea, Glenn.
Yeah.
As things progress and the boys are off in college soon, sounds like a good trip with swim up pool for you and your beautiful bride. Just an idea.
But she's not going to go with me because she teaches and stuff like that. She's got a really tough schedule. Honestly, she just can't take off. It's rough. Gary says, "Who's headed to Vegas?" Gary, I wish I was headed to Vegas.
God.
You know I love going to Vegas, but HD is just not in the cards for me this particular year. I hope you have a good
man.
time. I know he's going to be focusing a lot. He's got a lot of great products over there. You should check out Gary. If you're in Vegas, talk to him. He can really hook you up with some great stuff. Everything from low flow toilets to great outdoor furniture to cinch skirts, all sorts of stuff. But I will tell you, one of the things that frustrates me most, Mike, about going to HD Expo and Sea Beach, you know this is better than anybody. Great event for hanging out at the Eye Candy Bar at Mandalay Bay and drinking for 12 hours straight. Not such a great event for actually getting any deals, though.
Right. Yeah. Well, I do have a question for you since you're going to Six Flags, right?
Yeah, we're going to Six Flags America in Maryland.
Okay. How are you going to be handling yourself waiting in line?
We will not be handling waiting in line.
You going fast?
I would like to thank the advertisers of the No Vacancy for paying for my ability to do these skip the line passes at both of the parks. It was worth the money.
Beautiful.
Yeah, unlike Disney, which
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, which cost so much money to get in. The tickets for Six Flags were like $40. It was another it was another $75 on top of that for the skip the line passes and stuff like that for the platinum version. I'm like, whatever, it's no big deal. I'm going to pay for the convenience of it. But I am a little troubled by the whole process of how much extra money they're going to extra pay with people and about how it creates a series of classism at the theme park environment, which I think should be more for everybody. But that being said, I'm definitely going to pay my way out of it because I don't want to wait in those freaking lines.
Absolutely. So we booked before COVID, we booked a vacation to Universal in Anaheim. Yeah. And so of course they're not obviously not going to give us our money back, but they just sent us our tickets and our fast passes as a thank you for being patient with us. So we don't have to wait in line, which is great. And we'll be doing that in October, October 6th. And I think something else is going on in October down in that area.
Nothing good.
So,
nothing.
Nothing.
Glenn and I in the same room. That's never a good idea.
So I'll be at the conference. I'm flying down by myself, and my family's gonna.
Mike, we're not allowed to talk about the conference until the shameless plug portion of the show.
Sorry.
So crass, Mike. So crass. Now you guys are talking about Vegas, and you guys are talking about swim up, various swim up suites. Have you guys seen I don't know if they're new or not, but it's the first time I've heard of them. The swim up blackjack tables out in Vegas.
Yeah, I've seen those before. Yeah. They have them at a lot of resorts.
I have never seen them before.
Hard Rock, the old Hard Rock in Vegas I think was the first one to do that.
Right. Which one is that, dude? Which hotel is that?
This is
Dated.
This is the great question. I'm not.
That's beautiful.
Hold on, I'll tell you in a sec. This is Caesar's Fortuna Pool.
Right, that's pretty cool.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that stuff in Vegas and beyond, Mike.
Yeah, I was just saying, can't they just call them what they really are? It's swim up and pee bar. I mean,
I'll tell you what. That whole thing about when you're a kid and they tell you if you pee in the pool it'll turn purple. That scared me so much. I've owned this damn pool for 7 years. I'm too scared to pee in my own damn pool because I'm afraid it'll turn purple, and I know what chemicals are going in there. So it was a really effective thing that they did back then when I was a kid.
Well, you must have changed the color on your filter because it looks a little purple on my side. That's a purple pool.
Yes, Golden Nugget does have a great swim up one, Gary. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, so those are fun, man. I love that. I also just love the swim up bars in general at the Mexico resorts. That's really just fun and cool. We took my kids to one of those resorts when they were like 7 or 8 or something like that. And it was fun because they would love to go up to the bar and get like whatever juice or whatever it was. And they just had so much fun doing that.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I had my drinks too.
When my wife and I were first married, we went to Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and we stayed at a Riu. And I didn't tell her the whole time until we checked in that it's a clothing optional beach. And she found out, and the first thing we go down there, I was down there at 6 a.m. I'm ready to go. And the first thing we see is this guy, he probably weighed 350 pounds.
Well, those are clothing optional beaches.
Completely furry. And my wife's just like, that's a great idea. Thanks so much. And I was like, babe, we're the skinniest ones here.
Right. That is a great point. If I want to look sexy, I'll go to a clothing optional beach. But why are there no 27-year-old people that spend a lot of time at the gym at those places? You know,
because they've got other places where they can get naked at.
Because they're at the gym.
I'm in Hawaii with my son and my nephew a number of years ago. They're 12. They just got certified for diving. Okay. and we're off Red Hill, and we're dropping anchor on the boat, and the two of them are up front with me, and they look over, and there's the bear on the beach with no clothes on, and he's standing there, with his foot up on a rock, and it's like, oh my God, it's like, no.
Can we just revisit a second how awesome that story started off? Me and my 12-year-old son and nephew were on the boat. We're dropping anchor. They got their scuba certifications. And here I am, barely going downtown Scotch Plains to get dinner. What the hell? What am I doing wrong, Craig?
Yeah, the kids are scarred after that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, they're also scarred because I turned off the oxygen on their tanks a couple of times, but that's another story.
You got to keep it fresh,
I don't know what this means. What does this mean?
Gotta rehearse the emergency procedures. So come on, we grab the mask, pull it off, turn the air off.
It's like the FDNY coming in, a safety inspection. I get it.
Yep.
Now, did you get certified at the resort and then go into the water?
No, we got certified in California. I've been diving here for years before my son and my nephew got certified, and I got them certified together because I wanted their skill levels to match. That way, their uncle and I, we could keep an eye on them, and they could buddy up and feel comfortable, and not, I'm diving with my dad, so
that's cool.
Yeah. So
Craig, you've been a diver for a long time, right?
Yeah, close to 30 years. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
I did it at that resort that I was talking about in Mexico. You could try it out in the pool.
Yeah.
Like I was 2 feet underwater and I was freaking out. I couldn't handle it. It was ridiculous. I'm not good with having big things in my mouth.
No, he's got the wrist in the hand.
Wait, sorry. I didn't mean to hit the magic button.
That was good. Well,
rim shot.
Yeah.
Glenn, since Craig is a certified diver with years and years of experience, Craig could probably remotely certify you in that pool behind you.
This is my wife calling me, who knows I'm on air right now.
Oh, answer it.
Which is very weird that it was see-through. Why was it see-through?
Put it up to the mic.
Hello? Yeah.
I can't wait.
Because I'm on air right now and you're calling me.
Hi, Mrs. Houseman.
Because the guy said I should answer the phone while on air with you.
Absolutely. I'm so glad she made him cry on his 500th episode.
Sure did.
Yeah.
That was the goal.
I'm not going to do.
Dave, that was.
David
what's speaking of that?
Dan did an outstanding job on that show.
Yeah.
While Glenn talks on the phone, let's revisit one of the first No Vacancy episodes.
Oh,
that
yes.
started
Yeah.
all of this.
Hey, everybody. We are live. Let me bring in Mr. Anthony Melchiori here. Anthony, good to see you, sir.
How are you, my friend? How's it going today?
Another great day, and wasting away in Coronaville. Maybe that's what the method is. It should be for today. So sorry if I'm a few seconds late, and sorry if I worried you. I hit the go live button, and it said you're not approved to go live. So I completely freaked out. Hit the reset. We're live right now. Thank you guys for being here and joining us once again for another live show. As you know, Anthony and I are trying to do live shows every single day so we could keep you posted.
There we go.
That's where it all started.
Yeah, man.
That's been the thing. Glenn and Anthony have definitely been the voice of reason and separating fact from fiction.
I've never been the voice of reason, Craig.
Yeah, you have, and you're also the voice of hospitality, brother. And Glenn has got this ability to bring the best out of people. And that's why from day one when I was launching,
I keep hoping it'll happen with Dave, but it hasn't yet.
It takes a long time with a guy like me.
That's why he's always been part of the conference. And again, just to give you and Anthony and David, Jeff and Suzanne, kudos. You guys have been the voice of our industry and been a lifeline for a lot of us over this past year and a half, 18 months, whatever you want to call it. And I'm very proud of both you guys and the rest of the team. And thank you for everything you've done for us, brother.
You're welcome. This show's supposed to be not serious.
Yeah, but don't send me a bill because I'm not going to pay it, okay?
No.
If you guys missed the 500th episode, make sure you go back and check it out on the YouTube channel, No Vacancy News. Not only because we had a great episode, not only because I was able to co-host, but because Glenn Houseman, Mr. Swimmin' G himself, produced enough tears to fill that pool behind him.
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
And it's a great testimony. It was great to see that. I mean, because I'm the same way. I could go off for minutes on minutes about this, because as somebody that's brand new to the industry, and when COVID started hitting, because our company, we were looking at 2020 as our launching pad,
right?
And we were just confused and didn't know what to do. And I found both of your Craig, your show on LinkedIn, and No Vacancy on LinkedIn, and I started watching it just not out of desperation, but it's like I don't know where to start.
Right.
And it turned into I had to watch it, and because I personally think that inspiration is great, but it's also temporary. And your shows and your interviews have inspiration and information at the same time, and that's priceless. So what you've done, you've shown us how to navigate through an industry that it's absolutely amazing. And the book you wrote, Adapters, I thought that was going to be an easy read, and it's a great read. That is a textbook, and I'm on chapter 10 now.
Oh God.
And I love it. It helps out. You've helped out so many people. All three of you have helped out so many people exponentially that you've never met. And I'm sure it's happened. People go, "Oh my God, thank you for what you do." And honest from our company and from the bottom of my heart, I really thank you, and I'm grateful for your show. You guys got me reading books again.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
I definitely don't read books again.
I think David and I would read the book if we had a copy. But
well, I can't read it right now, Craig. I'm knee deep in the Cornell book, which is like 6,000 pages. So I'm gonna be working on that for a little while. In fact,
a deal guy.
In fact, I even have it with me because I'm reading it on the train today.
Nice.
Jesus Christ, what the hell is that? Is
that I'm about this far through.
That's cool.
What is it though? What do you mean the Cornell book?
Hospitality school book.
Okay.
So for all of you out there right now, I want you to contact me, send me a DM, because I want a hotel company to help mentor David. He needs to join the best side of hospitality, and that's the acquisition side. So
now, thank you, Craig. I also want to point out, we're talking about old No Vacancy episodes. Everybody out there, definitely go check out 500. But definitely go back and check out the one that we did. I got to get the date, but we did the fan appreciation episode.
That was the day before Memorial Day, right?
It was right on Memorial Day, and that was an awesome episode because you guys can not only watch a great episode, hear some great stories from people that we didn't even know were watching the show join us, but you can also watch Mike futilely try to join us from the side of the road for 60 minutes, essentially. So there's a lot of Mike coming in and out, freezing up. It's really awesome to see. Go and check that one out as well.
Oh my God, that was the funnest. I was on my way to a hotel, and I was driving right along the Sacramento River, which is notoriously known for bad Wi-Fi. And they said, well, and Dave contacted me. He's like, hey, get in. I got in, and all of a sudden, there's my stupid face, and it's just frozen.
Yeah,
yeah, it was.
Great reenactment, by the way.
Thank you. And for an hour, I was trying to get on. I finally get to the hotel, and I'm like, these people are gonna just kill me. I mean, they already know I'm coming in for bed bugs, and they're already mad. And I walk in, and the GM and her staff were in the back room watching No Vacancy and saying, "You're the guy. That's you." I'm like, "Yeah,
that's your face that was frozen on screen for 35 seconds."
Stupid. That was hilarious.
Funny.
Yes, the amazing Colleen, the amazing Michelle were both
wrapping
on.
stuff up. You're going to do something special for everybody.
Well, first of all, we got to do this, Craig. Mike MacManus, tell us what you got, brother.
I will. Yeah, check us out. Freedom Organicides.
Dave, why aren't you holding yours up?
Because Dave, I'm gonna send Dave's can with a bottle of ketchup.
Don't forget the sliced American cheese.
That's right.
Right,
So
sorry,
yeah,
please feel free
no
to
problem.
bring your shameless plug over.
FreedomOrganicides.com. You can go to, or you can also order the product through HD Supply, Mayfair Hotel Supply, and Northeast Hotel Supply.
Awesome.
It's all natural. It's kills bed bugs within 15 seconds and has a 90-day residual.
How does this work, dude?
Shake the can, spray a little goes a long way.
Yep.
For bed bugs, you spray the outside of your luggage. If you're a hotel, you spray the mattress, the box spring behind the headboard and underneath your furniture, and it will stay there for 90 days.
All right, so I come home from a trip. I just spray this on my luggage, and it takes care of everything inside, or should I go on all my clothes and stuff too? How's that work?
No, you don't need to go on your clothes before your trip. Spray the outside of your luggage with it.
Oh, and because it's a repellent, they won't even come near it.
Right.
It's a preventative spray. So when you check into your hotel room, the first thing you do is you take your luggage and put it in the bathtub. That's the only place bed bugs won't go. Then you check your sheets.
That same thing with Dave.
Dang it! You stole my joke.
It's not greasy for nothing.
And then you just check your sheets. Lift up your sheets and look at if you look for red or brown dots, there's bed bugs in there. That's when you contact the hotel.
Now, Glenn, if you overspray and the bag is slippery, you have to over-tip the bellman.
True.
And Glenn and I have a story about being bellman that we will share soon.
Ooh, you guys were both bellmen?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, is that coming up on your trip?
Well,
we're not answering that right now.
Okay.
We're teasing another episode, Mike. Come on.
Yeah.
But for everybody out there, make sure you get that product. I think it's a great product, except, as Miss Amy Montgomery points out, not needed at my hotel. We are A-OK certified clean.
That's right. Sure.
That's good.
Hey,
that
Mike,
means you have some.
The only repellent that I need is some Glenn Houseman repellent.
But David, you're not. That did nothing. That's going to keep me away from annoying you. But I will tell you, even if Dave's hotel did have it, it's not an indication of whether or not the hotel is clean.
Right.
It's more just things happen, and you need to deal with it. Right, Mike?
Absolutely. One of the best things I've ever heard on No Vacancy Live was when Anthony said that when bed bugs came up, he went, "It's the guests, it's the guests, it's the guests, it's the guests." Thank you, because I talked to so many hoteliers and GMs that go, we get blamed for something of a traveling bug. It's absolutely true.
Not us. Yeah.
No.
It's not us.
And that's what our whole goal is to start educating people, and more importantly, educating travelers, because you're the ones bringing them in. Right. It's not like the hotel sprinkles bed bugs every month.
Right.
And it's all about prevention. So there are hotels out there that have great bed bug prevention plans, and behind that have a good vendor, a pest control vendor. And third, they have a bed bug protocol. So when it does happen, a lot of hotels are using our product for that. If they do get bed bugs, they switch the rooms, they take their luggage, they take our product and treat their luggage with it. So when they walk into the room, our product's already done, and there's peace of mind.
Awesome. Hey, Mike, one last question. When does the travel size that is TSA approved come out?
That is such a good question. November of 2020, when it was supposed to come out.
You're a little late.
A little bit late. And we have the 2.9 ounce travel size bottle ready. We are just waiting for the manufacturers to stop making hand sanitizer, disinfectant, and everything for COVID. So we took a back seat to that. So we're I'd say about 3 to 6 months out from the travel size. And of course, the travel size is going to come to California first.
You know what?
Because
get an aluminum bottle that's refillable. Just saying, you're going to take care of all the people that are anti-plastic and all of that, and you can hit the market now. And it's
absolutely.
They decide to get rid of the bottle, they can totally recycle it. Just saying.
Well, Our goal, because we're an all natural product, is to stay all natural. So when it comes to coming up with a small enough canister, so we have a good propellant. We do have pump sprays, but we just haven't found the right canister for it. So we just want to make sure we have the right one. Yeah.
Cool.
I appreciate that.
Dave, what do you got to plug, brother?
As always, no vacancy live. Again, we're not going to be doing any live shows this week. Glenn decides he wants to have a family life for a little bit. You know how selfish of him. But we're going to have the episodes that we talked about in the 500th episode playing. So we're going back to Mohegan Sun. We're going back to Hotel Xena. We're going back to the Roxbury Hotel. And we're going back somewhere else, like Park MGM. So we're going to revisit those great episodes. So make sure you check that out. Of course, check out Times Square today, giving you guys all the great details of Times Square. And again, September 14th is the official reopening of Times Square. So we're going to have certainly some coverage of that on our next episode. And a little teaser, No Vacancy Live is going to be coming to you from Times Square on September 14th. Glenn, good thing you now know that, so you can be there. So that we're going to be covering the opening of Broadway. So a lot of good stuff coming up once Glenn decides to stop being a lazy person.
Excellent. Never going to happen. Greg?
Hey, you know what?
That we need to know.
I'm not going to plug anything today. But I'm hoping that at some point in time I can be in Times Square, be in the same room with David. I don't know why, but I'm hoping that'll happen. The one thing I do want to say is my son's in the hospital, not COVID-19. He is very sick. He's going to end up having surgery. And I love you, Sean. Get better. And I'll see you soon.
Excellent. And he will be okay, just so everybody knows. Yeah. All right. After that, I got no plan. I'm gonna go.
Well, Glenn,
you got to do something.
Yeah, we got to end the show great. So I need you. I'm going to kick you off your own show.
All right.
But I think we'll see you real soon.
All right. So wait.
I think we should watch it sprint over there.
All right. Yeah. All right. So whatever. We're gonna start my vacation off the right way. Let's do this, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you guys soon.
In a week. Aloha.
We'll see you in a week. Uh-oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that. I'm telling you should still drop trout.
Have a great day, everybody.
Thank